Let's look at how we can create a new email using the Outlook web app 2019 or Office 365. We can click on the new plus button and it pops up this option that we see to the right. If we'd like, we can expand it by clicking the boxes in the upper right hand corner, so that way it shows up as a pop-up rather than as something embedded that is stuck where it is. But now that it's a pop-up, we can move it around and we can even make it expand the full length of the monitor. Next thing we want to do is to put in the to box. So if we click on to, we can choose something from, that's what's called the global address list. And we just click in search for the name of the person we want to send to. So I'll put in John and I'll click the search box and we see John Smith comes up. So like, yep, that's who I want to send to. I'll click save. And now John is in there. Now, if I've never sent to anyone to this particular person and I can't find them in the global address list or they're outside the organization, I just go ahead and type in their full email address. For instance, we can do robert@techpublishing.com. And I can say, click to use this address. So it wasn't in my global address list. It wasn't in any contacts. I just manually typed it in. So that's another way to do it. We also have the CC option. Basically, it's a carbon copy, makes a copy of an email. So it's not necessarily directly to that person, but that person is also reading it. Next thing I would do is to add a subject. So we'll say this weekend. And in the body, I'll say, are you coming to the party? And I'll just put in thanks, see you soon. All right, so now that we have that, what we can do is we can highlight the text that we've typed and we see a box pops up. So here I can make the text larger or smaller. I can make it bold, italic, underlined, or I could even change the color or add a highlight. There we go. Let's take the next one and let's make it so it's going to be a different size and a different color. So now that one's red. So the colors don't really match all that well, but that's okay. It just gives you a good idea of what's going on. And we see along the bottom the basic same types of things that you would see in Microsoft Word. You can make a bulleted list, such as if we highlight this and we make a bulleted list, we can see it does that. Or we can say make a number list, or we can take it away completely just by clicking again. We can also click to increase the indent if we want, or decrease the indent. And we can make it in the center, on the right-hand side, or back on the left. We can also insert a hyperlink if we want. Let's say we make the see you soon a hyperlink. So we highlight that, and we click on the insert hyperlink, and we say CNN.com. Click OK. So now, if the person clicks on this hyperlink, they'll be redirected to that website. Or we can highlight it once again, and we can say, let's remove that. It's not what we want to do. We can also add superscript and subscript if we need to add that kind of thing, and all the other options that you would normally see in Microsoft Word. You can also undo things as well by clicking the undo button, and we see my hyperlink is back. And we can choose redo to make it once again go away. If we'd like to add a file into this, we can just click on the paperclip and click on attach. And let's just go ahead and attach the picture of my dog. And then if we want to, we can insert pictures in line. So we can say, hey, let's just insert it as an inline picture if we want to do it that way. And look at that. Oh, that's much better. We can add in some emojis if we want. There we go. And then we can also make the toolbar disappear, reappear. If we hit the drop down next to it, we can add additional things such as we can save this as a draft if we're not ready to send it, show the from information. We can do check names, set importance. We can say, hey, this is a super important email. So when they see it in their email, it'll show as high importance. You can switch to plain text if they have trouble, maybe like an older type of file or program that reads email. We can click to switch to plain text. We can show additional options and accessibility issues we can check to make sure that people can read that in case they have issues with that. Once we have everything we want, we can just go ahead and click send. And now that email has been sent. And we can go to the sent items and just confirm that it did get sent, and there it is. So that is how we send an email with all its different options using the Outlook web app and Office 365.